Welcome back, Daydreamer. Today, we are going to plan out the diorama for our Zagak build, and we're going to have a little bit of a community shout-out.
Ragtag Daydreams is sponsored by NewTypeHQ.com.
Okay, so what I'm using today is going to be just some poster boards, some scrap kind of stuff that I've got paint on and stuff. You use that, a Sharpie, to kind of draw some stuff out, larger scale. I know this is going to be a decent sized diorama, and it may be the largest one that I've ever attempted. I definitely want to have some things that are logistically sound. Like I need to have a barrier for the laser beam to go into, so that I can use that to feed it down, the wire down into the diorama, and not have to feed the EL wire through the arm into the body. Whew. That would be very difficult. That would be very, very, very difficult indeed. So I don't want to go that route. I have to feed the end of the EL wire into the hand, feed the rest of it into the diorama, making it look like it's burning through the GM, and scarring the rock or sand or earth or whatever behind him. So full penetration, that's what we're going for. Probably not a good enough reason to use the word penetration. Okay, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you do enjoy this content. And with no further ado, let's get into planning this build. Okay, so what we've got our char, okay, with his arm out. All right, one leg will be behind, one leg will be ahead, but I want the other leg to be up here, as if he's stepped up or taking a first step from like some kind of ravine or something, because I'm trying to save my epoxy material. I only have 16 ounces of one and 16 ounces of another, so it's 32 ounces total. I mean, you're thinking that's I'm thinking that's half of like a big jug of OJ or something like that. That's really not a lot to work with whenever it's all completed, so I want to use less than what is necessary. So if we have this on a craggy surface, where that's the ledge and it goes down and out, I can have that happen. And if the water level's in this area, that would still work. We would have to come up quickly and then be aimed at the GM up there. So I'm trying to take a look at what this is and how wide it should be as well. Okay. So even at that, I would have to, the wire's coming out of here, so I'd have to switch legs that he would be bending and be up like this on something. Yep. Okay. Yikes. Well, his eyes already pointed in that direction and everything's together, so I really don't want to switch that if I can help it. I wonder if I can have this on a step down here and then just run it like up to the toe, and then that won't be a problem. Okay, so if this comes back to have some sort of rock formation that comes back here, and then let's say it kind of cliffs off, because that would actually make sense for a lot of things like that. A lot of times it's stair-stepped. We could probably do something like that. That might work. Okay, so in this area, I'm thinking like this part would be like half of the 64 ounce. There's a little bit left over up here, but of course it's very wide. So how wide should this be is going to be dependent on this guy. And this guy is about as wide as that. So that's our Zagak width. Okay, so we're back with this. There's some stuff here. So this is the part where he's going to be able to step up a little bit. So he's going to be stepping up pretty large right there. And then the water should come up to about right here, but it'd be really thin in this spot and then thicker in this spot. So I'm really hoping that I can maybe shave this around or cut some edges and just make sure that I have enough epoxy to do this job, because man, looking at 32 ounces, that's not as much as it seems like it would be. Lots of layers, of course, here, because I kind of built it up a little bit at a time, and then I realized, wait a minute, this is going to have to be a lot taller. The idea of this, because this is very large right here, and then I can drill through this and run the EL wire down here, and I have a large area I'm going to keep very open for all of the wiring to be ran to. So the wiring that's going to run from the Zagok's foot, I can even go right under this and tape it down, and it should be just fine. Just sitting flat, and then all of the wiring and everything is going to end up right here with batteries, switches, the whole thing. I'm going to have to build something to cover that so that it looks okay, a little door or something like that. But this is going to be the base. This is the base of what we're going to do. So that's exciting. What's also exciting, but not so good. Not so good. So the bad news, like I was attempting to say, is that I've misplaced my rock molds. So by misplaced, I mean like they're not where I remember putting them. So I will have to look for them a lot more extensively. I was just going to run those and do a kind of a time-lapse thing on watching them kind of dry and really quick, and then just moving into like placement and getting everything really staged out to that degree. Can't do that. So let's shout out some great community members, shall we? Okay, so what we have here is a MG Master Grade Blue Astray that is from follower, a subscriber, Mike. He's a great guy. You can tell right here, just adding panel lines and a matte coat is like, it looks sharp, you know what I mean? Mike's killing it. Alright, so this is the Leo full weapons kit. It's just snap built. This Blade Wolf's work. Blade Wolf, my boy too. Know a lot of stuff from him. See a lot of stuff from him on Instagram, so check him out. Alright, so he says that it's a super fun build, and a Leo is his favorite grunt suit. Can't fault the man there. Wing was pretty awesome. Alright, next we've got hereticalzaku on Twitch, Hobbymaster Ogle on Instagram. He's a good friend of mine and a crazy talented painter and customizer of kits. He has got the Camphor Crush, the Zaku Warrior, the EXS, and the Deep Striker Spec Ops is what he's calling this one. They're all, of course, painted, customized. Like, this guy's work is some of the cleanest paint work I've seen, and he usually does Warhammer stuff and things like that. Huge eye for detail. Check his stuff out. You're going to love him. All right, and we've got a name I haven't heard before. This is AcesOfZeon's work. It says on here that Mobile Suit Gundam 79 Universal Century is their favorite show. It's quality, yeah. All right, and of course, this is the Zaku 2. It's a Master Grade 2.0 Gabby Hazard Custom with LED mod. Well done. Well done. Excellent. I will say that personally, I'm not a huge fan of orange kits. I've got, actually, I pick on Hobbymaster Ogle about this when we do meet up, because he's usually painting a kit orange. And so he's going to roast me if I don't at least, say something to you about it. It's not my favorite color for kits. However, with the black and the yellow accents on that, I actually think this kit looks really good. Clean paint job. Kudos. So I hope that this has been some kind of inspiration for you guys. I'm trying to, keep things a little shorter, a little more concise nowadays. I've made some changes and hopefully some upgrades to the channel and how it just kind of happens. Graphics and things like that. So I really hope that you guys are enjoying that. Also, I really hope that you enjoy the community shout-out sections. I really want people to give me, more stuff that they're doing, things that they're working on. It's really easy to be lost in all of the things on Instagram, social media, and see people that do some amazing work. Myself included, it's an anxious thing to even make these videos, even though I am a bit of a ham in real life. I've acted in haunted houses, and I teach people to act, and so, I like to do that, but with this hobby specifically, it's hard to put yourself out there to the public and just say, tell me if I've screwed up. Tell me if it's a piece of shit. It's hard to do that. So thank you to anybody in the community who has submitted any of their work. It means so much to me that you're willing to share that with me, and I really, really enjoy taking a look at everything that you guys have done. So next week we will go into more building of the diorama, setting things up and that kind of thing. It's going to be very hard to shoot this process. I'll just let you know that now because this is going to be it's very large, and with the space that I have in my little studio area, it's not very large. So I may have bitten off more than I can chew on this one, but I'm going to attempt to do my best. I'm going to look for the rock molds again this weekend, and then if I come up completely empty-handed, I can just go get some more. That's the idiot tax for losing them. And thank you if you've already subscribed here or followed me on any other social platform. It means a lot to know that I'm putting out something people actually want to see. So, until next time, Daydreamer, I'm Justin, your ragtag Daydreamer, and I'll see you soon.